You are gonna hate me for this video, but substances are such a way to really change your mind. Like, it changes things, right? It alters your mind. And it gives you feelings. And this is a spiritual experience, okay? I'm just drinking alcohol. And it changes if you're like doing it all the time. It's not as much as a spiritual experience than if you do it every once in a while. But if you do it every once in a while, it can be a really spiritual experience, okay? Even something as like spiritually hated as alcohol, um, it can be really helpful um, to open you up to open you up to things that you might not have thought of when you were sober. um, this goes for alcohol, weed, psychedelics. Not so much the actual like body damaging, like addictive substances. You know the ones I'm talking about, like the hardcore. Not so much those ones, but like alcohol, weed, um, some psychedelics as well. Um, Anything that really changes your mind, that alters your mind, I think is spiritual, right? Isn't it? Because a spiritual awakening is literally changing our mind, right? And so, how can you say that alcohol is not a spiritual experience when it is? Um, it's obviously different if you have a different experience with it and you're addicted or you do it too often. It's a different experience, but I'm not talking to that part. I'm talking to the people that maybe think that it's like a harmful, terrible thing, that like they have to be perfect on their path, and like everything is about experimentation and living. Everything is about living, right? Okay? You don't have to be perfect just to say that you're perfect. I feel like some people are trying to be perfect just so they can say it and just so they can feel some kind of aesthetically pleasing life when that's really not always worth it. Sometimes you just need to drink some alcohol and I was cut off, so this is gonna have the cap cut ending. Um, Sometimes you just need to drink some alcohol and let yourself loose, let yourself free, let yourself be a person in this life. And alcohol is not that bad either. It depends on how you use it. If you're using it too frequently, if you're using it too much when you're drinking too much. Like I stop myself at like a certain point because honestly, I don't like throwing up and I don't like the feeling of being super dizzy that like I can't not throw up. Like once I get dizzy, I just can't. Like I feel sick and terrible and awful and like so I stop myself at a point. And I guess it's different for people who maybe have a different experience. Um, but that's kind of why I think I'm like not addicted to it, is because I can't drink too much of it. Um, and also, all of this is why weed is not a spiritual substance for me anymore. It's a spiritual substance. It's supposed to be a spiritual substance, but it's not for me anymore because I do it too often. Um, it doesn't alter my mind anymore. It's not a new experience. Being sober is probably the more spiritual experience for me, which is not good. Alcohol, I don't have a problem with, but weed gets me. It really gets me. Also, the whole, like, oh, it's not that bad. I guess it's like, I might as well keep smoking it. It's not that bad. But, like, who cares how bad it is? If you want to change something, even slightly, why not try it out? We have so many. I am young. I have so many years of living left. So why do I care if it's like. You know what I'm saying? Like, just try it out, and if I don't like it, I can start smoking again. It's really not that hard, not that complicated, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason I'm like, and for me it's really like, for some reason I feel like I'm like gonna, like, what if I die? Like, I want to die smoking weed and having fun, right? It's so irrational because I'm not gonna die. But I feel like we should live life to its fullest at every moment, like we're gonna die. I don't know if that's just fear of me talking, if it's just some kind of like thing about being born here and not knowing what's going on, trial and error. But I don't know. I'm kind of just rambling, and I think that's actually really fun, is to ramble. So yeah, I don't really know what's gonna happen with my life now. I'm kind of at like an in-between point, and it's kind of beautiful, but also like, I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know who I'm gonna become. And what really triggers this turning point is actually money, because I need it at some point. I can't stay with my parents forever. So that triggered something to change, that like I have no choice, right? But I feel so grateful and lucky that I got this chance to do inner stuff before the outer stuff. Like, I feel so lucky. This is the way it's supposed to be done. You're supposed to do inner stuff and then outer stuff, not the other way around, like school teaches you, where you're just thrown into school. You don't have a personality. You don't have yourself with you, okay? You're just like, you're a blank slate. That's how it felt for me anyway. I don't know if everyone has the same experience, but to me I was like not a person. I did not have that much consciousness. And I was just not a person yet. And they throw you into school and you don't know how to do inner work, and you really need time with yourself to do inner work. You can't do it while you're like busy. Some people, I guess, get the job done, but I don't think it really works that well if you're busy. I think it takes a lot of energy and intent, and it can be really hard for some people. Mine was hard in the beginning, but then it got a lot easier because I don't have a lot of trauma. I just have, like, I didn't know who I was because school took up so much of my time that I didn't know who I was. So I had to learn who I was, how to live, how to be a person, and now I'm learning how to do school and how to do the external stuff again. And it's so weird. I don't think we're supposed to be doing stuff like this. I think we're supposed to be just living life, and that our souls are separate from our bodies, but our souls need something different than our bodies need. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, physically, we are born into a body and we have to fend for that body. We have to take care of that body, but our souls are like screaming at us like, no, it doesn't matter. Like, you're a soul. And that's like so important, to be a soul and to honor those parts of you. But like, we kind of need to eat to live stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. This is a random rant. And, all right, I was talking about how substances are a spiritual experience, which they are any substance. Also, teas, chocolate, food, all of that's a spiritual experience because it does change your brain. I don't know if I smoke too much weed, but I feel every little tea. Like, when I drink tea, I feel it. When I drink hot chocolate, I feel it. Like, when I eat food, I really feel it, like, digesting, connecting to my body. I don't know if that's the weed. It might be the weed, okay? It might have, like, made me feel more body things. Like, because, you know, when you smoke weed, you feel this immediate pleasure, you feel long-term pleasure. Both of those makes me feel my feel that kind of feeling, like that connectivity. I don't know. But like, it makes you feel more of those feelings, I think. So more of the herbs, you feel them more, and like more of the food, you feel it connecting to your, like, I don't know, I want to say hormones, I want to say hormones, I want to say, like, yeah, for some reason I want to say, like, terpenes. I know the terpenes are in different things. That's why I think that smoking weed actually makes me feel them more, feel the tea more, feel the, like, herbs more. I also feel backs a lot. Like, I feel that pleasure, that, like, energetic almost pleasure, and I don't know what it is. Like, it's a body thing for sure, okay? And it's something you could probably reach if you drink a lot of tea and you feel that tea, you know? I don't know if I'm the only one that can feel tea, but chamomile, peppermint, all the teas, green tea, black tea, you just feel this, like, immediate pleasure. I don't know. But I'm going to stop this here, this random ranting. It's not ranting, but yeah. Good luck in your journey.